so today I'm gonna do a how to fake bigger lips. So if people don't want to, you know, go with the needle and get lip injections, there are other alternatives. So I will show you a couple little tricks and tips that I do. So you could either start off with a toothbrush and just kind of get the dead skin off, or go in with a lip scrub. I usually just have a lip scrub laying around. This one is St. Ives lip scrub, sweet passion fruit. So it looks like this. So I could just swirl a few times around. You see it on my finger. And I just kind of scrub my lips with it. Just kind of gets off the like dead skin and just kind of gives them like that plump back and liveliness. And like I said, some people just take a toothbrush and just kind of like brush their lips, but it's the same concept. Okay, so I have lip scrubber on right now, and I kind of just rub it in until I almost don't feel like any of those little, like the little rocky things in there. Okay, so that is step one. Step two is contouring your lip. So typically I contour just below the fatty part of the bottom of the lip. So like right under there. And you don't want to contour like all the way from the corners down to the bottom. That just makes your lips look like whiter rather than like shorter and fatter. So I'm just gonna take a little contour and a small brush, and I'm gonna dip it in this darkest shade. And I'm just gonna get it like really lightly on there. And then I kind of just push my tongue against the bottom of my lip, like that, so I can find like a spot to do it. So you could just tell, like, just from doing that little bit, my lip looks a little droopy already. See what a difference that does? I next go ahead and just take a lip liner. I always get a lip liner that's like almost identical to my lip shade. If anything, maybe a hair lighter or hair darker, I'm sorry. So this one's Milani and it's in the shade Nude 03. So this one literally like matches my natural lip so closely. So I always start lining the top lips, and I'm not a person that really overlines my lips to begin with. The only part I will overline is up here. So right here, I'm just gonna follow the natural lip line. And then I'm gonna stop right there because that's where I'm gonna overline. Okay, so you can see that. And I'm gonna just overline just a hair. Literally, if you do it too like aggressively, I mean, it'll just be really noticeable. So then I'm just gonna go slightly over. So you could tell one side's a little higher than this side. Okay, and then again, I'm gonna follow the natural line on the outer corners, and then when I get to the inner, I'm gonna overdraw it just a smidge. Okay, and then I'm gonna overdraw it kind of where that little shadow is that I contoured it. Okay, and then I take the lip pencil and just kind of color in, not the entire lip, but just at the edges, kind of. Okay, and then you take the pencil, and you gotta make sure it's kind of sharp for this part, which mine's not, so I'm gonna go sharpen it real quick. Okay, so I sharpened it, and this is where you kind of like actually contour your lips. I always do like a center line. And putting a center line is like making it look more pouty. So it makes it look like your lips are so heavy that they're actually like pouting. I do the center and then just a couple outer. And then I do the same with the top. I almost do like a little X. And then a line here and a line here. So then this is the really weird part. So right now my lips are like contoured, but they're still as wide as they were when they started. So if you want to get them like to look more shorter and then plumper, like short and fat, you have to use a little bit of concealer. Okay, so I'm gonna take just a little bit of concealer. It's a Colourpop concealer in the shade medium 28. So it's not concealer that's like super light that normal people would use to like conceal under their eyes and things like that. This is actually a concealer that almost matches my skin. So I'm just gonna take a real fine point brush like that. And this is, you have to be really delicate on what you do here. So I'm actually gonna wipe some off on my hand because I don't want much at all. And then I'm just gonna cut like right here on both top lip and bottom lip. Obviously, you need to make sure you blend it in very well. So you could already see it kind of shortened my lip. So when they're shorter and fatter, they look bigger. Obviously, if you're overlying on the corners, you're actually making your lips look wider, but you kind of want to make them look shorter and wider like that way, protruding. So I'm just going to do the same thing to this side. Again, get very minimal on your brush. And just kind of put a line there. And again, take a beauty blender and just kind of blend it in. You could also just fix up anything that you don't like down there. But yeah. So you could see this looks kind of like it's cut off, which is fine. That's when you go back in with your pencil and just kind of now connect the two shorter parts. So this isn't my normal line right here. It's actually over here. Okay. So you can still kind of see the few center lines, which is fine. I just kind of tap it off with a chapstick. I feel like if you put gloss on it, it could totally take away the effect of it and it gets kind of just like more smudgy. So I just take a chapstick, and it's a peppermint flavored chapstick. And I always feel like peppermint like almost makes your lips look like not look tingly, but they feel tingly, and I feel like they get a little more plump when you put peppermint on your lips. So I'm just taking a peppermint organic balm, and I'm just gonna go right over the lips. What are you boys doing? My cat is chewing on a balloon right now. And again, just go ahead and touch up like wherever you need to. And voila. So it totally, even when you smile, your lips kind of look bigger. You could tell at the bottom it does look bigger, but it's actually just the shadow and me overdrawing the lip down there. And then my lips got shorter this way so they could protrude that way. So yeah, that is my 5-minute tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it and are going to try these little quick hacks and tips and do it yourself. And let me know how you guys like it. So yeah, thanks.